Hey everybody, it's Karen from Waterfall Acrylics. I know I usually start the video with me first so you can see the artist and say hello, but I am not feeling that great and I look even worse, and I'm just going to concentrate on the canvas tonight. Try not to yammer on as much as I did the last couple of videos and just get to work. I'm going to show you, I believe this is video number 21. I'm always off, and I actually looked and realized that my last pour was number 20, at least not my last, certainly not my 20th painting, quadruple that easily, but my 20th video. So this is number 21, and I wanted to show you the results of the last one. So let me do that real quick. I don't dare touch it because it looks dry, but it's not, because it's only, gosh, it's not even 3 days old yet. So this is the last guy I did. So obviously I'm doing another 10 by 20, and I'm going to set this down because it still has the little tacks underneath. And I just wanted to point out something that happened earlier, is that I splooged one of the colors in my cups when I was mixing. It flew off the stick. This was on the floor in the corner drying, and it landed, of course, on top of the canvas. See, right there. And what you can do, since my surface is fairly dry and I know it's wet underneath, is I'm just going to let it cure as is with that spot on it. And I've been successful in the past in taking a latex paint remover, something like this, and just putting a little squirt on a Q-tip and gently rubbing that spot, because it's sitting on top of that surface, and if I'm real careful, I will be able to remove it without harming this painting. So that's what's going to happen there. But I just thought, oh, that's a handy little tip. So there you go. So let me move this out of the way so I can put it back. All right, let's get started. So another 10 by 20, and tonight I'm going to do a couple flip cups, and I'm going to pour the white around it. I want to have some white in my painting, not exactly a negative space pour, but just those rivers of white. They can sometimes be really pretty. So my colors tonight are, I got my Winsor Newton. So I have a Perylene Maroon, the Winsor Newton Professional. I have turquoise, fellow turquoise, and actually what I really wanted to use was turquoise green by Blix, but it was misbehaving and it's so lumpy, so it's in the corner sitting in a timeout thinking about what it's done, and hopefully it will mend its ways tomorrow. So instead I had to substitute, and I didn't have that color again, and the closest I could get was my cobalt turquoise, which when you look at it is definitely a shade darker than the phthalo, but we make do. And then what else do I have? So the blue turquoise, I really wanted to use my Liquitex Soft Bottle, the yellow medium Azo, which is a bright sunny yellow, but I only have, this is probably about 4 ounces of it, and I'm worried that I was going to run out. And then I forgot that the cup was sitting there. I'm telling you, I'm not having a good night. And so I mixed up a batch of the yellow-orange Azo, which is much brighter yellow. It definitely has that orange tint to it. So one of it is like daisy yellow, and the other is more like sunflower yellow. And when I put the sunflower yellow next to the colors in my palette tonight, at least it's my opinion that these are all very complementary, and that's my pop of color. And this color here, when you switch it out, is much too strong for the other three. So I'll use a little bit of it if I have to when I run out, but I really prefer to go with the Aza Yellow tonight. And then, so I'm gonna stick that one over there. And then I got a big old cup of the tea white. So I'm just gonna, I've already mixed my batch, so you don't have to be bored watching me stir paint. Put these guys away. We'll check in on Mr. Turquoise Green and see if he's getting any better, or if he's still lumpy grumpy pants. I don't know. I mixed him for a long time and the lumps just weren't coming out. And this was a, I just opened this tonight, so I should really take it back, but I find if I leave it sit for a day or two and just cover it up, the lumps go away. So that's what I will do. Let me grab some cups to mix, or layer, I mean. Hey Bella. My cat has decided to grace me with her presence, which is nice. I moved the camera a little closer so hopefully y'all can hear. And let's just get started. I've added, these are pretty full cups. I believe I put 3 cups, gosh. I put 3 drops of treadmill silicone in my colors, but not in my white. So just a little bit of white to start off. Had a lovely day. We did a lot of walking. Walked around the Central Park Reservoir, walked all the way around, and then halfway around again to get to the east side, the Upper East Side, and walked from 96th Street down to 70th, cut back across the park, and went from 70th back home. So my husband calculated we walked about 7 miles, around there. So legs, the dogs are pretty tired tonight. What colors do I want to start with? Let's start with my blue. Hi Bella. Hi Kitty. Hi Kitty. And then, can I complain about 2 things to you guys? I swear I'm not going to talk as much as the last couple of videos. But 2 things. One is how whatever your style, whatever your method, if it works for you, go for it. Far be it from me to tell another artist what they should and shouldn't do if their process is working for them. If they ask for my opinion, I'm happy to give it. Otherwise, I kind of shut up. I really would appreciate it if others would do the same. So if you don't like my paintings, or you don't like my pouring medium, find another channel, do whatever. But your way is definitely not the highway. And that's all I'm gonna say. Support other artists. Don't interfere with what they're trying to do. Be supportive. Okay, with that out of the way, the second thing I want to complain about is not related to art. It's about women's equality. Now, before you get all worried that I'm going to go on some political rant, I'm not going to do that. I'm too smart for that. I will say that today was the first day that we used the local dry cleaning service, and we got our dry cleaning bill for 15 items, and it was $165. And my husband and I both about fell over. And we were, I mean, seriously, we were like, WTF, what the what? It was just, what? And the dry cleaning company gives out a very itemized receipt for each item with an actual description. And it turned out that my husband's shirts, you know, button down shirt, long sleeve, short sleeve, that he wears to work, are $3. But my shirts, or my blouses, were $15 each. And I was mad. Like, seriously, what the hell? What the hell? And the thing of it is his shirts were some like cotton poly blend. I'm just gonna check on this turquoise a second. And my shirts were like polyester. Like, they didn't really even need to be dry cleaned. I was just being lazy. And boy, did I pay the price for that. Nope, still lumpy. And I couldn't get over it. Like, just freaking highway robbery because it's women's clothing. And I feel like whipping out a shirt to show you guys. One was literally like a pullover shell blouse. No ruffles, no buttons, no adornments, no collar, short sleeve, just a pullover, like pale green shell blouse that you would wear under like a business suit. And so I was like, excuse me, sir, why is this 15? Yet my husband's dress shirt with the collar and cuffs, and you gotta like steam around the buttons, etc., is 3. And he really didn't have a good answer for me other than it's the ladies. And I call bullshit on that, pardon my French. But man, I was ticked off. That really ruffled my feathers, I'll tell you what. It is some BS. Some serious BS. Ooh, I did not mean to put the blue on top of the yellow. And there's some green coming up, folks. All right. Anyway, that's my rant for today. So. Oh, I know. He also tried to tell me that it was because the men's shirts, they have like machines that just like go and press them. You like my sound effect there? Anyway, and the women's, you know, requires more. They don't have a machine, I guess, for, you know, a pullover blouse or whatever. And I said, well, that's understandable, and you know, if that's the case, I can kind of sort of see it. I don't see it for, you know, $12 more, but the funny thing is my shirt's polyester and doesn't need ironing at all. And then he just kind of looked at me and things were awkward, and I said, well, you won't be getting my business, and I left. So, New York, you need to get with the program and have unisex prices for dry cleaning. That's all I'm saying. Let's see, a little bit more blue. I'm gonna have to save the yellow orange azo color, the sunflower color, because I don't want to use it. I'm gonna make do with the little bit of sunny happy yellow I have. Something to brighten my day. And I love the contrast. Oh, there I go again, putting yellow on top of blue. Oh well. I'm making the cups really full because I just realized I probably should have done 4 and I only did 3. So I'm gonna load them up. maroon color is really pretty. Oh, cool. I'm probably going to have to mix up a little more white. I'm using up my white, and I do want to have some to pour around my cup, so I'm going to have to take a minute to do that. Sorry about that. And, yep, there goes the dark turquoise is gone. Well, you guys can barely see this, right? Oh. This part bores you, please fast forward. And just top this off with white, and then I'm gonna flip the cups on the canvas, and while they're sitting there, I will make up a little more white to puddle around them. Wow, look at the cells there. I should take a picture of that. Right? Isn't that pretty? Oh, gosh, terrible. This is not my night, you guys. It'd be interesting if this painting turns out. Pouring medium recipe, forgot to mention, is, well, I had to pre-mix, so it's probably still my usual 50-50 of Floetrol and PVA with, what was it? Can't remember now if it's 3 or 5 ounces. I think it's 5 ounces of the Vallejo, pouring medium, no water, and I should grab, I'm just gonna use Floetrol on my weight. Hold on. Floetrol. Ugh. This is just not my night. Dash of water. I think when I play this back, I love the, I actually love this right here. I think that's a cool little picture. I have to remember to like freeze frame it, take a shot of it. Save a little bit in case I want to make a line somewhere. Just do that. So I have a little bit left, so that's good. All right, I think these have been sitting long enough. One. So I've paint in my cup. Save that. Two. Paint in my cup a little bit. Three. Save that. And pour some of this off the sides here. And this side. Holy moly with the cells. I didn't do anything particularly different tonight. I don't know what's going on there. Throw on some gloves. Ugh, Pete's sakes. I just splooged, paint all over my glove box. That's really pretty. I like that so far. Like, I just like it just the way it is. I don't even want to touch it. Don't you hate that when it pours out of the cup and you're like, oh, it's awesome. I don't want to mess it up. Oh my God. That's how I feel right now for sure. For sure. Just throw some white back there and along this line right here. And anywhere else, maybe over here. Cut through this guy. Like that. Alright, move these guys out of the way. I still have in this one cup like 1/8 of a cup left if I need it for something. But alright, let me make some room on my table. Floetrol. I feel like the white needs like a swipe through the middle of it somewhere, somehow. Because it's, it looks like 3 distinct pours, which it, you know, it is, but I don't want it to look like that. Stop a second. See, this is where I need instant feedback. For you guys to say, yeah, put something across it, or, you know, break it up, or no, don't touch it. Tell me what to do. Really pretty. Not touching a torch tonight at all. Loving the colors. What do I do? What do I do? Well, maybe I'll worry about it in a bit. Right now I gotta cover canvas, right? Gotta cover canvas. So, as I said before, let's just take my time for a second and take my spoon, or you know what? Oh gosh. Oh my goodness. I am like a walking disaster area tonight. Totally, just drop the spoon. Let me do my sides while I ponder what to do. And I might take a break from filming for the next couple of pours, only because, and this is just me being insane, because I like doing these. but I find, like, I don't know why, I feel like I need to finish, I need to hurry up so people aren't bored, and I tend to go much slower and much more methodically, you know, if I'm just doing it without the camera on, and I know I shouldn't worry about it, but sometimes I just want to think, and then I feel bad if I stop to stare or think, because I know you guys are like, hurry up already, you know what I mean? I think it's just human nature, and I'm so like so aware of that, because I know I do it when I watch people, when I watch YouTube videos. So I don't know, let me know what you think in the comments. I don't know, you guys, I kind of, maybe I'm kind of liking the composition just the way it is. It's just those peaks of white breaking up all the colors, because with the cell action, it's pretty busy. And I'm definitely not torching. I don't want to move. I had the right amount of paint on the canvas. I left a fair amount in my cups, and it's really pretty, I think. I don't know if it's a favorite yet, but it's kind of pretty. Just finishing up the sides. See if I want to tilt anymore. Try not to splooge myself anymore. Let me see what it looks like on your side. Oh yeah, see, that's not white there, that's just missing paint. So let me pull that down. Oh, and a big spot over in that other corner, right? Oh, it's because it's missing paint right there. Huh. Oh my gosh, look how pretty that is in my spoon. So pretty. I'm gonna pour that there and down. I can't even see that, but I'm gonna pour white right there in that one little corner. I'm gonna pour white. Not a lot. Nothing crazy. But let me take off my gloves. See, now that looks contrived. I need a spot of it right here. Never run down the side. I think I'm gonna add just one little area of white. See this guy right here? I'm just gonna like add a little bit to him. And then kind of take it off the canvas like that. Oh my gosh, I just stuck my finger in the canvas. For Pete's sakes. Kind of like, looks like an earthquake. I almost wish that instead of using white, I would have done that in yellow. Like, or red. Maybe I should do an Hawaiian earthquake themed pour. That'll be pretty. Alright. No torching. I'm not even gonna pop for bubbles. Those suckers can go on their own. Hopefully I've got all my sides over there. I really can't see too well over there. I'll look later. And I'm just going to tilt it a little bit up that way, ever so slightly. Get my fingers all dirty. Moving it up a little bit. And then where else? Maybe come back down? I don't think so. I'm just getting a spot I missed right here. Let that run down. And something to wipe my hands, zoom in, and I'm done. I like it. I like it just the way it is. I think the white adds interest. The cells are nice. The colors are nice. Composition's not too bad. Quit while we're ahead. Walk away. And obviously, are we still filming? Yes. Got a low battery. Quit while we're ahead. And I did have one genius thought earlier in that, I don't know, don't you hate it when sometimes you just feel like an idiot when you realize you could have been doing something so simple all along, but you weren't? That's what I thought earlier today, when I always reach up and take my iPhone off of the selfie stick and then hold it over, when what I can really do is just grab the whole damn selfie stick like this and then come down. Way much easier than trying to do it in the blind. So I realize there's still glare. I can't do anything about that with my overhead light, so sorry about that. But maybe if I turn it around, bear with me 1 second. And see, I'm like terrified it's gonna fall off the selfie stick and plop right into the painting. So can I get any closer so you can see bits and bobs better? Like that. Oh, that glare is really annoying. I'm so sorry, you guys. That's super, super annoying. And over here, I'm liking this more and more and more as I stare at it. So, you know me, finicky as ever. But that's it. That's tonight's pour. Still not going to show my face. You guys take care, and I'll see you in a week. All right? Bye-bye.